In this video, I'm going to cover some 3x3 algs that transfer over to Megaminx. So for these two, we have J-perms. The way you recognize these, that they kind of look like J-perms from 3x3, but for like a more formal recognition, you have this block here and this extra corner, block here, extra corner. Same here, block here, extra corner, block here, extra corner. And for this one, you have this small block pointing upwards, and you would do JB perm, which is RU, R prime, F prime, RU. And for this alg, you would do it from this angle, pointing this block upwards. And this is the JA alg, which is now we'll move on to Y perms. So to recognize these, you have one block here next to each other, pointing in opposite directions, and you have this big block here. Oh, and this part is empty for one case, and same recognition, block, big block, and this part is empty. So for this one, for this case, you would do the same alg on 3x3, which is sped up looks like this. And for this case, you would do the inverse of that, which is instead of looks like this. Now we have R perms. To recognize these, you notice the small block and the small block opposite of each other. It's sort of like they sort of look like the first cases in the first video, but there's no big bar. And the way you tell the difference between these two is you look at where this edge goes. So for this is orange, and this blue is here, which means orange has to go here. So in this case, it goes to the right. And for this, it's cream, and cream goes to the left of blue, so it goes here, which is left. And for this case, you do the same alg from 3x3, which is R. And then for this one, it's a little bit different. You can use the lefty alg that goes like this, but I use something else. Which goes from this angle, which is R, which is the inverse of this, and it goes this. So now we have a T-perm. The way you recognize this is that there are two pairs of two blocks, so 1, 2, and 1, 2. They kind of point to this corner as well. And the way you would execute this is the same as on 3x3, which is now we have this case. It's bunny EP because you have this solved and these two swap. The way you recognize this is that you have a block here and a block here, with the corners on the left side. And the alg for this is a J perm into a T perm. It has some cancellations in the middle, so it ends up being this. These last two cases aren't really PLL transfers, but they're really close. And the way you would recognize this is that you have like 5 blocks right next to each other, and it's horse face EP, because there's a bunny EP case that looks really similar to this. Don't confuse the two. And for this case, this block kind of has to go into this slot because the blue is here. And in this case, we have cream and it goes upwards. And to export this case, what you want to do is from this angle, you do the same alg as a J perm, but instead of doing RU, R prime, F prime, you would start with RU2, R prime, F prime, and then proceed as normal. And then at the end, you do RU2 prime, R prime, instead of just 1 U prime. That's that. And for this case, when you shoot it upwards, you actually do the same alg for this. You actually do the same alg that you did in this case, but first you do a U prime. it's just R U2 prime. U2 prime, R prime. Here we have the mirror of the previous case, and in this case the corners of the blocks are on the left. In the other case they're on the right. And for this, with the block going to this center, you would do, and this is with the middle finger of the left hand. And for this case, where it's going here, instead of doing a U prime, you would do a U, and then do the same out.